Hey gorgeous, how is it going? My name's Victoria Tippett. I'm an international psychic medium and transformational coach. What does that mean? That means I have a connection to spirit, to source, to divine. Whatever you want to call it, I call it spirit, where we leave the earth plane and we go into the spiritual realm. So we're here today to give you a reading of what is going to be happening energetically this week. So what is going to be coming up for the week this week, becoming the 20th of May, what is going to be coming up for us energetically? So if you want to come and join my Facebook group, The Limitless Spiritual Woman, then I would love to have you there. If it feels like a hell yes, then absolutely come join us. If you want to subscribe to this gorgeous channel, feel free to do so. And if you want to have a one-to-one reading with me, then use the links below. So what are we looking at this week? So the last couple of weeks have there's just been lots of change. There's been a lot of feelings of change and growth and how we need to be clearing out certain things, and there's been this real collective energy of having this, this change of what are we clearing out, what does that look like, what does that mean for us, what is that going to be bringing up for us, all of those things. So what this week is going to be bringing up is so many amazing things for us. So this week we're going to be starting to look at how you connect to yourself and how you connect to spirit. Those things are amazing, and the way we connect to spirit and the way we trust what we're receiving from spirit is very reflected in the way that we see ourselves, the way we trust ourselves, the way we trust what is coming up for us as we start to move forward. And this week is going to be one of those weeks where we need to really just allow ourselves to trust. Now, if you're very connected to yourself and connected to your energy, you're going to understand that the last couple of weeks, or last week particularly, there's this moment where we're starting to have a lot of self-doubt. We're not sure how to make adult decisions. Some of you maybe have felt that when we had this real collective energy of us just feeling like, actually, I don't know if I'm doubting myself, I'm doubting my ability, I'm doubting, can I make a decision right now? I'm doubting this adulting right now. And so this is really a beautiful place for us to be now, where we can say we need to start trusting ourselves and trusting in the decisions that we're making, but also the path that we're leading down. And so as we start to look at trusting ourselves, we start to look at trusting spirit and what we're receiving from spirit. So understanding that spirit is guiding you and spirit is supporting you on this journey, what are the signs and symbols that you're looking for, or what you want to receive, to understand that they're giving you those messages? But also understanding that we have these signs, these symbols, that we need to allow ourselves to understand what is going on for us. So what is going on when it comes to connecting to spirit? What does that mean for us? What does that look like for us? And as we start to bring in this connection of the connecting to ourselves and connecting to spirit, and really allowing ourselves to see what spirit wants us to understand, take a moment to think, what does my spirit guides want us to know? What do my spirit guides want me to know in this moment? What is coming up for me right now? What is it that I need to be guided towards? Because sometimes we don't need to have the signs and symbols. We can just allow ourselves to have those feelings, and that's going to be super gorgeous and powerful for you. And it's going to be meaning you're going to step into yourself and step into what is right for you. Because as we start stepping into that, we're going to start to understand that we need to start bringing in our own independence of that. One of the things that really frustrates me is when I see people who are channels really allowing people to rely on them, to give them the messages, to give them the guidance, so that they become so reliant on them that they can't make decisions and they can't take their steps forward without having to seek advice from this person who is the channel. And what I do with people is I create this ability for you guys to be so independent, with a way that you can stand on your own 2 feet, using yourself as a channel to be able to get the things for yourself that you absolutely need right now. So this is super powerful when we start to look at how we can connect to ourselves, how we can connect to ourselves as a channel, and how we can trust that guidance of us as a channel. And this is going to be super huge for you as we step forward, allowing ourselves to see that we are creating this change, creating this independence, but also starting to step into this. What does spirit want me to know right now? How am I going to look at that? What does that mean for me? What does that bring up for me? How am I starting to sit and think about this? What does this mean as I make this transition into the next part of my journey? We are ever evolving, and as we start to think about that connection that we have with spirit, understanding that when we speak to the spirit, We ask spirit questions. We ask them, is this right? Is this not right? Is this what I should be doing? Is this what you mean? We're allowed to ask those questions. It's not like you're having, a meeting with the Prime Minister or somebody, that you're not allowed to ask questions. We're absolutely allowed to ask questions. And this is really, really key for when we are starting to step forward into that. Now, as we start to think about this, as we're moving further into the week and we're starting to have these thoughts of, what is coming up when it comes to us connecting to spirit? What is the message that they're trying to give us? What is that guidance that they're trying to show us? Why does it feel like that? What does it look like when it comes to that? And one of the things that I will say is this, is that when we are growing and learning and changing and evolving, we need to be always looking at what is coming up for us, how we can shift it, what those energetic links are, where they've come from in the past. And that's very much what I do with my transformational clients, is what it is and where it's come from and how we see the patterns of behavior and how it's been framed for us and what that feels like for us and what that comes up. And one of the things for you this week is going to be really stepping into how we take a much deeper dive into clearing the things that are stopping us, energetically stepping into that feeling of trusting our ability as being that go-to for being a medium, that go-to for listening to our spirit guides, that go-to for what is it that's stopping us listening to our intuition. So often people are given messages from spirit, you know what they mean, but you don't want to act on them because you don't want to know that answer that wasn't the right answer for you. So this is super powerful, and it's about understanding that this week we are stepping into that connection of spirit. It is about us understanding that we need to allow ourselves to really step into that joy, step into that feeling of connecting to spirit, and allowing us to really move forward in this really powerful, beautiful way. So make sure to have an amazing week. Make sure to subscribe to this gorgeous channel. Come and join us in the Facebook group, The Limitless Spiritual Women. And if you want to go for a deep dive into what is stopping you moving forward right now with your journey and how you can connect to yourself and how you can, most importantly, can connect to spirit, because those two go hand in hand, then you want to book yourself a reading with me. The links are all below. Take care, have a great week, and I'll see you next time.